Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Wednesday, December 30th, 2:16 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. As always, go to bitcoindailyview.com, and stuff I talk about is usually linked there, like some of the news stories, indicators I use, stuff that I actually use daily and endorse, etc. So today it is a green day in the market. Bitcoin up 8.3%. I do believe, looking at my notes here today, we hit an all-time daily high at 29,010. So that is pretty darn rocking. Hide my notes. All right, so with that said, that's looking glorious. Ethereum, $750 right now, up 3.7%. 750 is a psychological barrier. Once we get past that, 800, 900, boom. As always, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor or a life coach. Entertainment purposes only. Everything I ever say. With that said, even if it's cool and correct. Anyhow, Polkadot up 2%, coming in at $7.32. Litecoin in the green again. And for a change, ADA is not in the green, it's in the red. DGB making a move, Filecoin looking good, but Linkcoin not really holding up today. XRP at 20 cents. It's actually been making a slight move up based on news. It's fighting back. It's not dead. I'm definitely not an XRP fanboy. I think people who are all kind of weird. They kind of have like an XRP tattoo on their lower back. It's just weird. Anyway, it's making a comeback. It isn't like it, excites me in a weird way. It's just making a comeback. With that said, 5.7 billion in volume for Bitcoin last 24 hours. That is massive. That's crazy. We were not even in the billions, not even too long ago. This is a massive increase in volume if you look at it historically. I'll try to find a graph for that because it's a seriously crazy spike that we're having recently, and I just thought of it. I'll graph it next time. If you know of an easy way to graph that, like an indicator or something, or a site that has that, send me a link. Do it, put it in the comments. On Binance, where all that glorious BTC volume is, 2.8 billion of it. Let's check out long versus short sentiment. But I do want to mention Coinbase almost got a billion, 938 million in volume. That's crazy. I'm glad these exchanges are not crashing like they used to. Kraken over $500 million today. It joins the club. Release the Kraken. Anyway, Binance 75% longs and 24% shorts. So without a doubt, the sentiment is long. Let's look at the SPX today. Let's check out some traditional market stuff that we got going on here. All right, S&P 500, red candle today. Russell 2000, green candle today after a pretty strong red candle yesterday. Dollar Strength Index, DXY, another red candle. And it was a red candle yesterday, and it's below the 200 moving average. That is rather, I'm not going to kid you, sort of shocking and disconcerting, unless you're in Bitcoin. All right, so let's look at some other traditional market indicators just because I think it's good. Simon Property Group, this is commercial real estate. It's on the daily. All these are on the daily. It's above the 200 moving average, and it's kind of a green candle today. It's going sideways, but at least it's not, dumping. It's actually gotten to a healthy point, and it's sideways. I like seeing that. AMC Entertainment, below the 200 moving average and trending down last few days. Carnival Corp, Cruise Lines, has broken the 200 moving average and is now sideways also, but at least in a healthier location. On the daily, if you're above the 200 moving average, that's good. And Fiverr, which took a serious hit when the vaccine became a possibility. Now it has recently continued a nice uptrend. It's a bit volatile, but Fiverr is definitely back in the market, not going away. It was looking pretty crappy there for a bit. Now, how many gold coins to buy a Bitcoin? That will run you 15.23. Beautiful green candle on that today. Maybe that isn't so grooving if you're a gold person, but by the way, since we are here on a daily, let's check out gold. All right, gold. Well, not bad on the daily, above the 200 moving average, and it has a slight uptrend last good number of days. I'm going to call that healthy. That's ravishing. All right, silver. Let's check out silver also. I'll make this part of the standard tomorrow. I have a browser up for it, so I don't keep you all waiting. Silver, definitely it has found, a bottom that it kind of plays with. Well, it's more about kind of here, really, but right about here. So It does seem to have a base that it's bouncing off of. 1, 2, 3, and bounces now. It's moving up, so it's doing good like gold also. It's coming in at $23.55 right now. That's pretty darn good. Go silver. All right, now while we're here, Bitcoin on the daily. We had an all-time high today, I do believe. Now, of course, it's retracing a bit, but today is a powerful green candle coming in at 28,862. Let's look at the 3-day. All right, our last 3-day close was in the green. The recent one today, which we are day number 2 into, it was red yesterday, but today it's a powerful green candle. I like how these bodies, we've got some tails on there, of course some wicks, but the bodies stack right on each other. That's wonderful. We are above the 200 moving average. We have a powerful, beautiful opening up MACD. I mean, we are in such blue territory, not blue territory, so much, it's green territory actually, in such, blue sky territory. We're just cranking so hard. Who knows what's going to happen? 12-hour candles looking powerful, 12-hour MACD. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the 4-hour chart here. Absolutely gorgeous. MACD has gone from negative to positive now. That's a good thing. That's opening up. Now let's also check out the 2-hour MACD for absolutely immediate price action. And it has flipped positive and the histogram is opening. So we are basically blue sky territory. It's looking groovy. All right, 45-minute chart with all my cool little indicators. Now the RSI is a bit extended. KRI is good. Wave trend oscillator is a bit high, so it seems like we have pumped pretty darn hard. The indicators are starting to show, to me personally, a little bit of exhaustion as we go sideways, but I think we'll probably just go sideways and then start to consolidate, build a nice little launch pad, and launch from there. We actually broke 29,000 today. That's pretty extraordinary. The directional index is green, looking good. ADX is a bit lower than I would like to see it. It's at 22, but I tell you what, if this ADX gets above and these green candles start to kick up more, I mean, we really are in a spot where this RSI could continue going sideways. We could pump. I really think we might need to take a little bit of a break, but I'm not a doomsayer whatsoever. I think we definitely are at a bit of a consolidation phase, a little bit of sideways, and we'll probably take another step up. You got to build a foundation before you can build a house. Ethereum looks a lot like Bitcoin. Had a beautiful green candle here today, a bit of a pump on the 45-minute chart. Indicators look a little bit extended, same as Bitcoin's, because it kind of does what Bitcoin does at the moment. And directional index is in the green, but ADX is a bit low. At 13, I have an alert in for the ADX to cross, or when it crosses 23, I'll take a look at it. I still do think we're going to see some serious Lambo action here on Ethereum. It's just waiting for the proper setup. Now, what is alt season to me? It's when 51% or more of all alts are making gains against Bitcoin. And are in general above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, or 4-hour chart, depending on how you look at it. I mean, it's all kind of hard to define, but Ethereum BTC, we definitely have, ever since we started taking a dump back here. This is a 4-hour chart. You can definitely see we're like down 15% at the moment, but we have recovered some. We were down like 26%. Now we're just down 15%. We only need about 10% movement to get above this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and that's going to be just that would be glorious. I think when we make that break, I think we're going to definitely see, I'm going to call that alt season, because I think alts at that point will really be screaming. Indicators here definitely show a lot of ability to turn up. We're definitely not oversold at this point. I would say directional index sucks, and so does the ADX. Let's just watch this guy here. It is working its way up. Looking at the 45-minute chart, how are we looking there for Ethereum versus Bitcoin? I dig this because in general these indicators look like we definitely could have a move up. We're not overbought or sold. We're in a good spot right now. These definitely could move. What I like seeing is, I'm going to call this fart happy. I don't know why, I just like it. I'm tired of using terms like pump and such like that. So now when we get a break above the 200 moving average and the 314 moving average on the 45-minute chart, you get a blue diamond. That's a little indicator that I have set up. Right now, our Super Guppy indicator EMAs are in the red, yes, but we've just gone fart happy, pump. So with that said, this is a glorious thing on the 45-minute chart. I would say that we are alt season for Ethereum. We have just not hit the mega alt season with Ethereum crossing the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, but this is a very, very powerful move to see here on a 45-minute chart. I think we definitely have indicators that look like we could get cranking, so we will continue watching. XRP, crazy. So XRP is fighting back. They're not taking the sex crap laying down. The SEC's crap laying down. And we're beginning to see some pumps here, some volatility, and a general upwards trend on the 45-minute chart. We're not many percent away from the 200 moving average. I think across over that would definitely make some moves. So it ain't over yet. I'm not a crazy XRP fanboy. It's just a thing. It isn't something that really thrills me. I have noticed watching the news and listening to some YouTubes about it. Man, XRP dudes, you're kind of weird. I'm just saying, they're all kind of like dudes who have like Velvet Elvis style pictures of like, posters of like Stalin or something on their walls in their mom's basement, whatever. So with that said, BTC. Polkadot is looking really good. We had a beautiful pump recently. Now we're kind of sideways, trending down. Indicators are weakening. I'll watch that for a pump. I have no doubt we'll probably see a bounce, maybe off the 200 moving average here, or maybe we won't go that far before we bounce. Basically, it's just kind of getting crushed a little bit because Bitcoin is pumping. THETA. Well, I'm kind of digging this. So we had this beautiful wedge pattern, THETA BTC. And by the way, that was .BTC, Polkadot BTC here. THETA BTC, interesting, had this wedge pattern. We went all the way to the end of it, and then boom, broke above. So we'll get rid of this wedge. That is a glorious, beautiful thing to see. I'm digging it. I mean, you could almost, if you really wanted to be a little bit creative here for THETA, you could maybe make a parallel channel, which I just kind of screwed up here. Yeah, could you do that? I don't know. You can be creative. Why not? I think if I can get this to adjust, come on. There we go. Hey, maybe we're working a little upwards channel now. Something to keep an eye on. We're getting ready to touch the heartbeat of this channel. So, THETA BTC above the 200 moving average, made a good bounce above it. This is wonderful. Indicators are in the green. Good to go. I like to see ADX a little bit higher, but it's at 20. When it's 23, I might hop back in, especially if we continue with an uptrend here. All is wonderful. Got some good indicators here. Boom. I like it. Amen. DigiByte, it sucks ass. It was doing great. It made a bounce of the 200 moving average. It did not hold it. It's below. Indicators are, I'm going to wait. It needs to get above the 200 moving average before I would trade it into DigiByte BTC again. For fun, I thought I would show Raven. This is something that we're seeing for a lot of alts right now. This is just because, why not? I'll take a look at this Raven 45-minute chart. It has been sucking ass for a long time. Raven against BTC. I mean, this is one of like the all-time losers of like 2019. I should say 2020. I mentioned this one because it's a coin with a real use case. It does something. It's actually a mined coin, and it's GPU mined only. It has just gotten crushed. I remember I was mining this back in 2019, and I sold it for like 800 sats of an RVN. Not bad at all. Anyway, it's just making a case for a lot of alts. There's a lot of bag holders who are still suffering this. So, I think when alt season hits, I think we'll see a lot fewer of these. But right now, we definitely are still seeing, oh, look at that, news from Abra. Trading will be halted for XRP. Anyway, RVN, but RVN USDT on Binance. It hasn't quite crushed so bad if we look at it. So anyway, I will not belabor this point. Just looking at this as kind of an example where you got a lot of alts that kind of are not totally defeated against USDT, but against Bitcoin have just, 2020 has been a huge loser year for them. Anyway, crypto enthusiasts could make $122K per year mining Ethereum with this startup. Of course, you're going to have to buy like 78 NVIDIA GeForce 3080s, and you're going to need a lot of motherboards, etc., etc., etc. But this really does break down the numbers really, really well, and I'm excited about this because this is quite an investment to get into, and you're going to have to be burning some power. I'm not financial advice, but I'm just saying, okay, 78 cards, these are pretty hot cards, mining, Ethereum. This would be a pretty good sized build, but not that huge. And I mean, your overhead, this is going to be a lot of capital you're going to need, but I mean, what if you did like 48 or 24? Anyway, look at the numbers, play with them, make a spreadsheet. If you do actually that calculates this, then hey, make it like a Google Doc or something and comment and share it with the crew. You can always join our super cool Telegram group, Bitcoin Daily View, where we talk about all kinds of ridiculous stuff, family friendly in general. I would love to see you guys join there, and I'm really happy that you guys are in the peaceful revolution. That's where I do this. Bitcoin is the peaceful revolution. Not so sure about XRP, but I'm happy not to see it die. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want to believe I do believe. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining the Peaceful Revolution, and I will see you again tomorrow.